Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get straight into this show here. So as you guys know, the Lakers recently played against the Houston Rockets in Game 1 of the playoffs. I would have to say that Lakers-Rocket game was the most anticlimactic game that I've seen in the playoffs. If not in the playoffs, at least leading up to that game, on the day it was played, which I believe was, I think they played on Saturday. Yes, correct. I'm correct. They played on Saturday, and it was very, very boring. Going into the game, there was a lot of excitement, and then we got the last-minute scratch that Kevin Durant wasn't going to be available. He suffered a knee injury. I believe it was in practice. And it just kind of took all of the air out of the room. From that point forward, people just got really disinterested in the game. And really the game now became, well, are the Lakers going to hold on to this opportunity instead of blowing it? Like, that was the thing, right? So it was just a boring game. But if you watch the game, you would see that Fred VanVleet was on the bench and Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant was on the bench wearing his usual kind of like all black kind of look or whatever it is. And, you know, he was watching. He seemed like a bit engaged in the game or whatever. But ultimately, the Lakers ended up coming away with the victory. And Luke Kennard played very, very well. You all know this, right? But then some footage came out after the game, in the aftermath of the game. And as you guys know, LeBron fans are the most obnoxious sports fans that we have. They are extremely obnoxious. They're very, very annoying people. And it just is what it is. So one of our viewers sent me a picture, a post, on Instagram. And I'm going to put the picture up. It says, "Crash out. Kevin Durant went off on LeBron's fans." And I'm like, I can almost guarantee LeBron fans were being their usual annoying, disrespectful selves. But before we even get into the footage that we want to play for you, today's video is brought to you by a sponsor, PrizePicks. All right, guys, the playoff push is heating up. Tournament hoops are here. The Masters is underway, and the NBA playoffs are right around the corner. There's no better way to cash in if you're right on all of this action than PrizePicks, America's #1 sports pick app. So I jumped into their team picks feature, and honestly, I had no idea why I waited this long. First time I tried it, I was picking game winners on some of these games. Came out right on my first one, and watching the game just hit completely different after that. And here's what I love. On top of the players' picks you already know, you can now pick game winners, spreads, and totals. You can even call who wins the championship or takes home the MVP. Mix and match across basketball, baseball, hockey, golf, all in the same app. And if your picks get off to a hot start, you can cash out early before the game even ends. Now download the PrizePicks app today, pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on, and get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup when you use code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Okay, perfect. So what we want to do now is I want to play this footage for you, the video, filtered, play it for you guys, and then we're going to come back and react to it. Take a look at what Kevin Durant had to say here. So you heard what he had to say. Before I even get into my thoughts, let me read through some of the comments that people left. One guy said, people don't understand how much KD will change the series. Somebody said, KD just mad people don't like him like LeBron. Another guy said, KD is so likable. Another guy said, that fan cost the Lakers the series. Another guy said, KD better anyway. Another guy said, KD deserves respect. Another guy said, stop playing with KD. Another guy said, LeBron fans didn't like that comeback. You're right, they didn't like it, they loved it. Another one said, just read one more. I'm glad he said that. Grown men wearing another man's last name on the shirt. Okay, I didn't get that one because people wear jerseys. But anyway, back to the comments. These LeBron fans were actually fighting to keep it in. They'll fight you to keep it in. KD like, take that, you know what, out your mind. He like, nah, bro, we not doing none of that. LeBron fans will try to run down on you to be like, nah, this is their right to twerk. They be dead serious about the twerk. Y'all don't understand. LeBron fans like dude for real, bro. Like for real. They are the only fans that I've seen on the internet in terms of NBA fans now, where you have like comedy skits or whatever, videos being made of them, where LeBron fans are talking about, oh, I'll cancel my date to go hang out with LeBron. I'd miss my daughter's graduation to go to dinner with LeBron. Like, there's so many videos of these guys. It's the reason they made, bro. We must never forget, LeBron manufactured a Barbie doll. A Barbie doll that these grown-ass men with beards and whiskers went out there and bought. I'll say it one more time. Grown men with hair on their chest, they'd go to the gym, lift weights, do all kind of stuff, took a day out of their schedule to go to the store to buy LeBron James Barbie dolls. When they were making them, who do you think they were making those Barbie dolls for, bro? They know their target audience is you dudes. So I always get a chuckle when I listen to these LeBron fans talk about, oh man, these guys are emotional. Like, y'all are talking for real? Have you seen the mental makeup of a LeBron fan? Like, let's just be for real here. They're either always crashing out, they're about to crash out. The only person that sent me death threats was a LeBron fan. Out of all the sports we done spoken on this channel, they're the only ones. I didn't get no death threats from Ben Simmons fans, nobody but this group of people here. So they are extremely emotional. That's number one. Number two, some of them like LeBron beyond basketball. This is a fact, bro. When you got dudes like Shannon Sharp talking about LeBron when he said, oh, if I got into a fight with a bear, pray for the bear. And LeBron, and then Shannon Sharp ran up on the comments and I pour honey all over you. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Pouring honey. That's where the whole joke came. When I walk around with jars of honey is in case a group of LeBron fans want to jump me. If I give them this jar of honey, they will stand down. They will stand down. Because all they're going to do with this jar of honey is and wipe themselves down like Boozy with it. They're going to be rubbing it all over each other's chests, hollering and screaming, slapping each other with honey sticks, having a good old sticky time. So this is the time to be on, bro, for KD to, but look, this isn't even the first time KD's alluded to it. He's even referred to people like Nick Wright as fanboys. And that's what these guys are, except some of them really love dude. They don't watch basketball the way you and I watch basketball. They be out there looking at his pecs glistening under the light. This is a fact. It's not a joke. It's a fact. When a grown man can say to another man, my king, you know they are psychologically gone, bro. You're calling another man your king. What are you talking about right now? You're calling, let me say one more, another man my king. I'm sure some of you dudes don't even call your wife my queen, but you gonna say that around a woman, bro? Look at my king go. Watch him fly through the air. What? So what happened was KD got heckled by one of these honey slinging LeBron fans. And that's what they are. A bunch of twerking ass, emotional, crazy people. Crazy people. They go around on the internet calling this dude my king. What? Bro, newsflash. That's what your lady supposed to say to you. You're not supposed to say that to no dude, bro. And they still keep, I don't understand where this weirdo behavior came from, bro. It's unreal. It's unreal, these people.